Hey there, this is Liam from Running Remote, and in today's video, we're talking about 5 reasons why stipends for remote work employees is a good idea. That's right, why not spending a little cash might actually be costing your business more in the long run. Let's go. Now, before we get into that, if you're watching this video, I bet you're interested in remote work. Are you subscribed to this YouTube channel? Or perhaps our email newsletter? Links are down below for more ways to get more Running Remote content to you way faster. Now, back to paying those employees. You know, I'm not just a remote work expert, I'm also a co-founder of a remote first software company, and we manage people in over 40 different countries all over the world. So everything I'm about to say is coming from someone who knows all too well the challenges of managing businesses' costs and making payroll and all the other crazy stuff that you probably hate doing. Anytime you consider adding additional expenditures to the bottom line, it's natural to be apprehensive about it. While there are plenty of companies really struggling to survive a global pandemic, there are many that are actually doing incredibly well. No matter their current situation, any company that has slashed business travel to almost nothing or cutting back on office space is saving a lot of money. Okay, so maybe your business didn't have a bad year, but it also wasn't your best. You might be tempted to stash cash. I know, I have been. So here's 5 reasons why you should be investing in remote work stipends for your employees. First and foremost, productivity. Not all your employees selected their current homes to also act as a workspace. Some have families, others have roommates. Either way, expecting your employees to have long-term productivity working at a kitchen table as they would that overpriced workstation sitting in those empty offices is of course not really adding up. Second, it's only right that employees be reimbursed for appropriate work expenses, and that includes Wi-Fi. Okay, so you shouldn't be paying for all of their internet, but their usage hasn't increased. Their need for greater bandwidth has, and they shouldn't be made to bear the cost of that. Just like some companies cover the cost of a smartphone and provide internet at the office, they should do the same for their employees working at home. I'm not saying that everyone should get thousands of dollars worth of home office equipment, but at the very least, each and every position should be considered for at least a list of items necessary to complete their job. Whether that be a second monitor, better webcam, standing desk, adapter, or like a work task chair like I'm sitting on right now. If you're struggling with determining what type of furniture and equipment your employees need to actually get access to, or even how to get it to them and actually get it back, check out First Base. This is a fantastic company that's just recently popped up, run by my friend Chris Hurd. And basically what they're going to do is allow you to be able to get office equipment, computers, microphones, second monitors. They handle all of the work. They put it in that remote worker's office, and then they also make sure that that equipment is all up to date so that you can get access to it, so that your employee doesn't actually have to pay for all of that equipment. And the best part about it is it's actually gonna cost you a lot less than you'd think. The link is down below for First Base. Go and check them out. And if you want us to be able to do an in-depth review of First Base, let me know. I would love to be able to do that. Put that down in the comments below. Say, Liam, First Base review, let's do it. And I will possibly make that happen for you. You might be thinking that this is just an ongoing list of more and more things you need to pay for, but it's not just productivity you're striving for. It's also a proactive way to keep your employees happy and retain them. With so many companies pivoting to remote work, the talent pool is becoming more and more competitive. Not only are employees becoming more selective in choosing opportunities that are remote, but other perks that can't be offered in a massive campus like tech giants do with free lunch, fitness classes, and more. Speaking of, what about meals or fitness and wellness? How are providing your employees with a dynamic and engaging workplace virtually? Workplace wellness isn't a new concept, but it's certainly different now with everyone working remotely. This is a great opportunity to issue some wellness challenges with prizes or PTO incentives. Some companies are even creating groups and hashtags on Peloton to participate in spin classes together. You don't have to give every employee a $2,500 Peloton smart bike, but maybe they'd like a membership for a $25 a month virtual fitness app or something like that. Exercise creates endorphins, which helps keep people happy. I'm telling you, I do it every day. It definitely helps me. Another trend we're seeing is how to liven up standing monthly team meetings or company all-hand events. You can send your employees Uber Eats or DoorDash credits so that they can order food and drink to enjoy during another Zoom call. I know I'm in them 3 to 4 hours a day. Or perhaps curate a box of fun items or tasty treats that aren't all company swag and ship them out in time for your next meeting to help encourage participation and make the team feel more engaged. Last but not least, workspace. Some of your employees might really need a day out of the house to get some important work done. I recently did a video all about that, and you don't have to work just from your home in order to actually work remotely, but remember, we're in a pandemic, so do it safely. It's still difficult with various lockdowns and restrictions around the world, but this might also be a good time to offer employees a stipend or even a membership to a co-working space. I guarantee you there are some of your employees that are probably already doing this, but they're really nervous to actually request the expense reimbursement. This is a great way to encourage your employees to get out of the house, and literally even once a week might do wonders for helping them with their own work-life balance. There are definitely companies that are doing this right, and there are a lot of companies that are doing this wrong. If you're right now thinking to yourself, what the heck do I do next? Look at any of those options, and anything past what you're doing right now is probably going to help. So you don't have to outfit everyone with MacBook Pros and 36-inch monitors today. Probably a really good interim step would just say, hey, what do you guys really need? What would make your work life a little bit easier? Survey them, ask for what they want, and then work on those first few pieces to be able to get them in there. I know for me, we just recently put together another employee box that we're sending out to everyone inside of the company. I'm gonna actually make a video about that as well once it arrives, and that's something that we put a lot of time and energy into, and I know that employees really appreciate it. So if you had any other questions about work stipends, please put them down below. I'd love to know from you guys, what would you want in a kind of work stipend program, or what are you currently doing inside of your companies? Tell me down below if you've made it that far. And if you've also made it that far, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel and like this video, because we talk about this weird stuff all day long. See you in the next video.